Unfortunately for us, there are no tournament games yesterday, so I was going to dig around for another interesting game, but I figured this would be a good opportunity to tell you all what I think about the groups. As I'm sure all of you know, Darius recently said that Group A was 3 times harder than Group B, and I have to agree with him. That being said, I don't think that Group A is harder to call, I just think it's the harder group. Think about it like this. If SKT and OMG are the 2 best teams out of the entire group stage, which is what everyone considers them, they're essentially guaranteed to get out of group stage. If they're both in the same group, then that means no one else in that group has a chance to get out. At least, that's the logic behind the statement. I'm about to contradict myself here with some NA pride though. After all is said and done, this is what I predict Group A will look like. OMG taking first with a perfect 8-0, SKT taking second at 5-3, losing to OMG and TSM, TSM tying for second place at 5-3, beating everyone but OMG, Lemon Dogs closing out in fourth at 2-6, and Game of Year finishing 0-8. I'm not quite sure what happens in the event of a tie for second place, but if it does go to a tiebreaker, I predict TSM will make it out of groups instead of SKT. I'm definitely going out on a limb with these predictions, but I like to vote for the underdogs. If I had to place money on it, I'd bet on OMG and SKT making it out, but I'm not, so that's what my standings look like. When I first saw OMG play, I thought they were a really one-dimensional team and just full-on aggressive all the time, but in their last 2 matches they really showed their diversity with the late-game team comps. I don't think anyone will be able to stop them in Group A. It's my personal belief that SKT should be sitting at 2-2 right now instead of TSM, so I think TSM will be able to pull back the second game against them this time around. Lemon Dogs seem like a strategically sound team, but their mechanics just aren't there. Nukeduck specifically has been playing relatively bad this tournament, so I don't see them doing very well the rest of the games. There's not much to say about Game of Year, they're the wildcard team, so no one is really expecting anything from them. Group B is definitely a lot harder to call because the teams are so close in relative skill level, but I think it's fairly easy to call the first 2 teams. Fnatic will place first at 6-2, losing to Vulcan again. Gambit will place second at 6-2, losing to Fnatic again. Vulcan will place third at 5-3, losing to Gambit. Ozone will place fourth at 3-5, losing to everyone but Mineski, and Mineski will place last at 0-8. Ozone will continue to have trouble with the powerhouse mids in Group B and won't be able to pull off a game against anyone except Mineski. Something about Vulcan really rattled Fnatic in their first game, and that game was a huge stomp, so I don't see Fnatic winning that game, but they'll still place first. Gambit will continue to crush everyone in the group besides Fnatic, who they seem to just fall apart against. I feel like the answer for them is really simple, but they're kind of just mind-gaming themselves at this point, because their record against them is so bad. Vulcan will beat everyone except Gambit, but that still won't be enough to secure them higher than third place, unfortunately. So, those are my predictions. If you want to see what I think about all the games live, make sure to follow my Twitter at @CaneyPoo. Also, don't forget to let me know what your predictions are in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, good luck in your games, have fun watching Worlds, and I'll see you all next time.